Hi friends, my name is Rahul and I am from DevOps team. Okay, so in this video, I am going to show you how to create a container from a Docker file. Okay, so basically, your developer asks you to create a container, right? So for that, you write a Docker file. Okay, Docker file is nothing but a plain text file where you give some instructions, right? And from that Docker file you create a image. Okay, image is a read-only template, is like our virtual machine image. Okay, and then from that image you create a container. Okay, and then in that container you make some changes, and then again uh, in this video. Okay, so there will be two parts. First is create a container from the Docker file, and then the second would be I show you once your container is running. Okay, your container is running, from that container your developer makes some changes, and then again you create the template, right, or image, and then you pass this image to your developer and the testing team. Okay, so basically two part. First is creating a container from Docker file, and second is creating an image from the running container. For this, let's go to our lab now. So here is my lab. Okay, okay, so let me show where I am in my home directory. Okay, so in my home directory I have a index file and a Docker file. So index file is of, okay, basically we are going to create a web server, okay, which will host our application. Okay, so this index file has been given to me by my developer. He told me that to push this file into the Docker, into the container when I create this container. Okay, okay, so he has written um, some text here. Okay, and now I'll see my Docker file. So in my Docker file, he asked, okay, he requested me to create a container which is running, which runs Ubuntu 18.04. This is a specific version he needs, right? And apart from that, he requested me to install Apache to PHP and PHP MySQL. So I have given this in the Docker file with run statements, right? And this is important uh, point that he requested me to copy this index.html to the containers where www.html location. Okay, so I given location here. Okay, and apart from that he requested कि जब आपका कंटेनर बन के रेडी होता है, whenever you start container, so ये command हमारा run होना चाहिए. So basically this command start your web server. Okay, now so this is my Docker file. Now we'll see if I am running anything on this system or not. If I'm running something, then I will stop everything and then we'll start it from scratch. Okay, so let me see. So this is the command to see if any Docker is running, any container is running or not. Okay, so this is my container already running, and let me see if there's any images on this system. Docker images. So this is the command to see. Okay, so there are the images also, and there is a Docker, there is a container also running. So let me stop this container first. Docker is stop. This is the command to stop container, and then I will I will remove this container. Okay, it takes, yeah, a few seconds. Now it's done. So let's again see the status of the container. So it is exited, right, and the earlier status was up 9 minutes. Okay, so now it is stopped. Now we'll remove this container docker, this is the command docker rm and the container name. And then let's see the images. Okay, so images are there, so let me remove these images also. Docker, this I'm just doing, and this is I'm doing to show you from a scratch, right? You don't need to delete everything from your system. Okay, rmi, now the image IDs and hyphen f, right? Hyphen f to remove forcefully. Now then two commands again, nothing is there. Okay, see, clear, let me clear the screen now. See, no container is running. So now let me see my Docker file one more time. If you want to make any change, you can make any change in this Docker file. So but just remember that when you write down anything, I mean when you write name of your Docker file, it should be in this order. It should be in this proper format, right? D uppercase and the rest of the character should be lowercase. Okay, so now let build the image from this Docker file. So Docker command is Docker bua build hyphen t, give the name. Let's say web. Okay, web. Okay, just web. Okay, and now dot shows the current directory where my Docker file. Okay, so now just creating image. See here. Okay, so now this is packing, unpacking the softwares into this image. Okay, see. Creating config files. Okay, here the important is step 7, right? Copy. So and then step 8. So this step will run when you will start the container. Okay, now let's see the images. Yeah, so this is our image which we just created. Okay, now it's time to create container from this image. So the kind of command is docker container hyphen it. Okay, fun hyphen name. Okay, and the name you can give anything. Let me give here Rahul and hyphen because we are installing a operating system on the container, right? So we should give a host name. Host name should be anything, but I'm going to give this crop it because this is the name, this is the host name when I joined the IT industry first time, and first time when I logged in any machine. So this was the name of that machine. Okay, and then hyphen p, um can remove this. Okay, this is for the interactive mode. Okay, I mean okay. Docker container, here we have to use create, also create create. Okay, hyphen pp is a port because this is a web service, so we are mapping our local machine port to the container port. Okay, and then here the name of the image from which we are going to get this container. So now we'll see our container created or not. So our container has been created. Now we just have to start this container. Docker start. Okay, okay, so let's see whether container is running or not. Yeah, this is up for 9 seconds. I just started. Now we have to see whether I'm able to accessible I'm able to access that web page or not, which I just hosted. So for this I will go here. Okay, so this is yeah, so it is running again. If I Okay, yeah, so now let me show you. I just gave wrong port here to show you from the scratch. Okay, see, it's a 80 port, and now this is the contents of my web page. Okay, so admin Rahul. Okay, so now let's say now. Okay, so this is my container. Now I have to log into this container. So to go inside this container, you have to run this command docker exec. Okay, hyphen it for terminal. Okay, interactive mode and T for terminal, and the name of the container and the shell name. Right, you want a shell to log in. Right, here we are inside the container. Was the host name of my container. Okay, now we'll go inside etc. We see some. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so here ls. Okay, so we'll see the information of this container. This is Ubuntu version this df minus th will show you the file systems here. Okay, and if you want to see the Apache, here it is running. Right, this was the command which we passed on in our Docker file. Okay, now let's make some changes. Now let's say that you have given this container to your developer and he's making some changes. Okay, so the changes are that, let's say he created some files here. Let's cd var www.html. He created certain files touch. So this is the, let's say, touch work 1, work 2, work 3. Okay, so there are 3 files he created and he makes some changes. Okay, okay, so now okay, so he missed him. Okay, now he exited. Okay, he did his work, and now he requesting you to create a image from this container so that he can pass that image to all the developers for their further testing. Okay, so let's see. ps minus a, first we'll see the container. This is a container. Now we have to create an image from this container. Okay, so this running container, so whatever changes we have made here, they will come into that image. Okay, so docker image, docker um, commit. This is the command we'll use, docker commit. Now we'll see the image has been created or not. So here image has been created, but there is no tag. Okay, so we'll give a tag, docker tag image id, right? And then let's say this is tested web server. Okay, this is the name of our image. Okay, so now let's see the images. This has been created, right? So now what we will do, we'll create another container. Okay, so let me stop this container first. Docker. Okay, docker ps minus a, my container. I'll stop this container. Okay, Okay, so now container has been stopped. Let's remove this container. This is the command to remove the container. Okay, now let's see if there's any container. No, nothing is there. Now let's see. Docker images will create a new container from this image. So the changes we made, they will come into your container. Okay, so Docker container create hyphen name, let's say, is again same name I'll give, because now the container, old container has been removed. Or you can say, maybe you can say this one. Okay, hyphen host, host name. I can give anything, like this time I'll say Ignis. Okay, okay, so now here the port number. Okay, so 8080, I'll map this to this and this. Okay, so now Docker ps minus a, my container is created. Now I have to start this container with this command. Docker start this. Okay, what it says, okay, sorry, my container is this, container name is this. Okay, so here, so now let's see, container started up and running. Okay, so now we'll see the changes. Okay, so to see the change, we have to go inside the container, exec -it, container name and the shell. Okay, we are inside here. This is the host name. Okay, so now where www.html. Okay, here, see, and now if we say, the web page is working. Okay, so guys, this is how we create first a container from Dockerfile, and then again a container from the image. All right, okay, so thank you so much for your time. Okay, I'll stop this now. Let me go back and stop the recording.